guys, it's Sam, and this is my November book haul and unboxing. You guys might be wondering, but Sam, you just did a really big unhaul and it was so great. Yeah, that's what this is about. It's about curating a bookshelf that you really enjoy and only keeping the things and getting the things that you want to have on your shelves. It doesn't mean getting rid of everything and never hauling books again. So just so we're abundantly clear on that. I am going to be doing a video on like a guide to unhauling books and deciding to unhaul books because I got so many tweets and so many comments and all these responses about my KonMari TBR video, which I will link on the screen for you to check out if you haven't already. But there's a lot of people saying like they just don't know how to even go about unhauling books. Here's all their concerns about why they don't unhaul books, and I've been there. And I want to further inspire you to unhaul your books. If you've been doing unhauls, please send me pictures. People send me pictures on Twitter about like, you've been inspiring me to unhaul my books, and I love seeing them. So if you are doing that because you saw my video about unhauling, continue to do that because I love it and it makes me so happy. I'm like, yes, I'm like the unhaul fairy. Like, please get rid of your books that you don't want anymore and only keep the things you do. And on that note, let me get to this month's books. The first thing I was sent was this stack of lovelies that I completely wasn't expecting. I'm not keeping all of these, but I wanted to show you the full collection of them because Tor released a bunch of little, smaller hardbacks of some classic SFF titles, and they sent me the little mini collection, so I want to go over them with you. But like I said, some I'm keeping, some I'm not. But here's like the full collection. They sent Robert Jordan From the Two Rivers, which is a Wheel of Time book. I have no desire to read Wheel of Time. It is a classic fantasy series. I'm just not interested. I'm just not, it's like 10, I think it's more than 10 books. And it's very classic. No, I just don't want to. But if you're interested, they've rebranded it in this full hardback edition. Then 6 Months, 5 Days, and 3 Unders by Charlie Jane Anders. They wrote All the Birds in the Sky, which won a bunch of awards, was nominated as like this SFF science fiction fantasy crossover book, and was on a bunch of lists and stuff, so I'm very interested in this, and this is a shorter one. I believe it's either a short story or a novella, but I'm interested in this, and again, hardback, naked hardback. This one I am not keeping. I've already read it back in high school, and that is Ender's Game by Orson Scott Card, but Orson Scott Card is a douche. Then we have Wild Cards Volume 1, which is edited by George R. R. Martin and written by a bunch of different people. It's one of those kinds of stories that has multiple authors, I think either like per chapter, and they kind of trade off, and it's one of those, there's a name for it, mosaic books, I think they call it, mosaic story, I think is what they refer to it as. But I already have a copy of this. Another one I'm keeping is Old Man's War by John Scalzi. This is one of my favorite science fiction series, although I haven't read past the first book because I'm a trash can. But this is an excellent space opera, sort of has like action military stuff going on. I've talked about it numerous times before, but I love how they repackaged this. It's so great, but it's so classic feeling. Like, this is very classic sci-fi, and I enjoy it highly. I like the font as well. I'm also keeping Edge Dancer by Brandon Sanderson. This is a short story that's set in the Cosmere universe, and, you know, Cosmere, fun times. So these are fun. If you're interested in getting some naked hardbacks, you like the looks of these more than some of the other editions, again, these are a lot of books, well, like half, that are classic SFF titles, so if you don't like the classic covers and you want a little more of an updated look to your stuff, check these out from Tor. Then I got this package in the mail, which is obviously The Bells, which is a book that's been going around. I didn't know a ton about until I opened this package, which you can already see I like definitely dived into, but it's all themed and stuff. So there's a mask, there's little macaroons, which are adorable, and I haven't even opened or eaten or anything. I'm pretty sure they're macaroons, like completely, like they're actually edible because it's from a bakery. But I'm pretty sure macaroons have almond flour in them, which means I cannot eat them, which hurts me so. But like, look at how cute those are. Then there's some more fun stuff like a themed bag and a little mirror and everything. Like, they went all out with the theme, the pink and the, it's not royalty, socialite kind of flair. I'll get to the book in a second. And the book is The Bells by Donnell Clayton, and this comes out in February of next year. I've been hearing buzzings about this for a while on Twitter. I haven't really heard BookTube people talk about it quite yet, but I've heard Twitter people talk about it a lot, and it's a very highly anticipated book. So I opened the package, it's like, I don't really know. I can't really decide. I had the sell sheet around, but I promptly misplaced it or threw it out because, you know, I've been getting rid of clutter. So now I can't actually tell you the synopsis until I look it up. Yay, technology. So our main character, Camilla, is a belle, and bells control beauty So they have something to do with beauty and aesthetic and everything within this world. She wants to be chosen by the royal family to live in the palace and just kind of be the queen bee, being kind of an assistant to them. It's a really esteemed position. But when she gets to the palace, things are a lot more dangerous and darker than they originally appeared. Her powers are apparently a lot more dangerous than she originally even knew. The queen is asking her to help the princess in a very unconventional way, and everything kind of takes off from there. So this feels to me like almost a historical fantasy, even though the world is different than our world, but it has that feel to it and this like political intrigue feel, so it's slightly different from something I would usually read, but apparently it's incredibly diverse and it just feels a little different. Like it's not quite something I've heard exactly before, and it just has some of these elements that I don't always dip into, but I'm intrigued by, and it's been getting a lot of buzz, and I think it could be a title that I could really mix things up with. It sort of gives me like a historical Gossip Girl feel. Like if you read the full title, I don't know, it just gives me that, and I'm like, ooh, I could use that kind of like fluffy fun. The next two books were sent to me from Simon & Schuster, and they asked me before they sent them, which I always deeply appreciate because again, it means that I don't have to get things unsolicited. The first one, I am very hyped because I've been hearing a lot of things about this from people who tend to have similar opinions on certain things that I have, so I'm hopeful. And that is An Enchantment of Ravens by Margaret Rogerson. This, I've been hearing things from people who like the Grisha trilogy, who like the Darkling, who like the morally gray characters. I've been hearing that they like this, and it's angsty and great, and I am totally on board for that. So apparently this deals with the fair folk, the fae, and this character is able to paint really beautiful pictures, and she ends up painting the Autumn Prince, so the fae Autumn Prince, and she puts sorrow in his eyes. And he is really mad at her, and he like whisks her away, and everything kind of takes off from there. I'm making it sound like really frivolous because it might be, but it just sounds like it's gonna be like this hate to love, Beauty and the Beast, like all this stuff, and I just eat that up. You know I'm trash for this kind of trash, so I'm hopeful. I've heard mixed things, I've been seeing very, very mixed reviews, but you know, I tend to like a lot of those mixed review books, you know, and if it has the kind of angst that I love, this will be just a shot straight to the bloodstream, and I am ready. The second book is also highly exciting, and that is the Buffy the Vampire Slayer Watcher's Guide. Oh my god! Like, I didn't even know this was a thing because I try to stay away from Buffy memorabilia because I will buy all of it, so I don't look for it. But this is a whole compendium, like a 20-year anniversary compendium, and it has like all of the episodes and little things about them and quotes and like and behind the scenes photos, and it just makes me so happy from somebody who has all of the DVDs of all of the seasons, DVDs, because this is back when I used to watch DVDs, not Blu-rays, and they have really awful load screens. I've watched all of the behind the scenes footage. I have a lot of it like basically memorized. I've listened to all of the commentary, everything. Like this is just lovely to me, and it's gonna be like a coffee table book. Like you come to my house and I'm like, look, here's what I love. The next book was sent to me by a lovely friend, Thomas from SFF 180. I will leave his channel linked on the screen as well as down below for you to check out. He's one of my go-tos for SFF books in general, and he has heard me talking about this book like all year, since this time last year when it was first announced, and that is Barbary Station by R.E. Stearns. I mentioned this in so many anticipated book videos, in SFF videos, any anticipated video, I've mentioned this over and over and over again. And this is supposed to be lady pirates in space, lady space pirates, and an incredibly diverse cast of lady space pirates. From what I've been hearing, women of color, space pirates, in space. Space. You know how I feel about space, and pirates, and space pirates, and ladies. I am so excited. I have been so excited since it got announced last year, and I have it, and he had an extra hard copy. I'm just like, I'm very happy. I want to get to this ASAP. It's probably not going to be this year still. It's going to be next year, but like, I've been looking forward to this for a year. It better not disappoint me. I am excited. So thank you again, Thomas, for making my dreams come true. And then I was sent this book from Disney Publishing. That is Arusha and the End of Time by Roshni Chokshi. You guys know that I'm a big fan of Roshni's ever since her debut. Star Touched Queen, which was a Hades and Persephone retelling with Indian folklore mixed into it. This is her newest release, which is actually a middle grade. And the tagline is Percy Jackson meets Sailor Moon in this story inspired by Hindu mythology. Yeah. I'm ready. Her writing is so beautiful, and this looks like so much fun, and it's a good way for me to get more into middle grade. Like, I haven't really been tempted by many other titles, but this man, I am So ready. This is from Rick Riordan's like program thing that he's doing. I forget what exactly it is, but it's from his thing that he's starting. They sent a little informational thing about his plan, and it's an imprint of Disney Hyperion that he started, but he's basically publishing all of these diverse authors and diverse stories that are mostly for children like the middle grade, Percy Jackson type thing, but there's so many authors already in here, and I just noticed that Yoon Ha Lee is doing something about a teenage fox spirit, which I am very excited about and just found out about. So this is very exciting. I've heard rumblings about it on the internet, but I hadn't seen stuff fully yet for it. And Roshni is like the first one, and I'm so proud. And this is on sale March 27th of 2018. That is it for the books. I now am going to get to the unboxings. So first we have this month's NerdyPost box. I do have a coupon code for you to receive some money off of your box. If you're interested, that is linked down below. I do not get any financial compensation for that code. That's just for you guys. And this month, I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, I'm really bad at remembering themes of like any of these boxes because it's like a little surprise and I like almost consciously forget, so that I'm like, wait, what is it when I get it? I'm pretty sure it's Marvel though. So the first thing is this little tote bag, little makeup, I mean I call them makeup bags, but you can put anything you want in here. Art bag, essential oil bag, really anything, multi-purpose bag. And it has the line, burdened with the glorious purpose, which I feel like I've heard. Is that a Tony Stark line? You know, I'm bad with quotes. That is a Loki quote, which I would have guessed like Iron Man or something, but I'm super bad at quotes. Like really bad. People ask me like, what's your favorite quotes from stuff? And I'm like, I don't remember things. And we have this pin that says maximum effort. And that is from Deadpool. And I have not seen the movie Deadpool, which I know was bizarre because I like the girl in that movie with like the goals. She looks like goals with her hair and everything. But I haven't seen that movie. I know, I should have. Then there's a little Hulk sticker. This one I know. This, you wouldn't like me when I'm hungry with a little pizza, which is funny. Then we have a bookmark. One side is a quote from my son with, I can do this all day. My small son. I love Captain America so much. And then from Thor, this drink, I like it, another. And again, I love their bookmarks. They're some of my favorites and I use basically only their bookmarks or book depository bookmarks, but I've been leaning more towards these because they're taller, but they are buttery, which makes me so happy. Then we have the NerdyPost postcard from every month. This is something that you get to kind of color in yourself. It obviously has Stan Lee as the creator of a lot of these Marvel characters and a bunch of Marvel references. Then this print, there's so much more to you than you know. And that is an X-Men quote from Professor Xavier. And then I think our first move should be calling the Avengers. And that's from Ant-Man, another movie that I haven't seen. It is real hard to keep up with the Marvel universe, guys. Like, I haven't seen either of the Guardians of the Galaxy, which is probably coming up in here at some point. Ant-Man, that's it. I've seen the rest of them, I'm pretty sure. The most recent Thor, I know, I don't have time. I don't have time. And then we have Nobody's Nobody, which is from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., something I also haven't seen. Here I was thinking like, oh, I'm such a big Marvel fan. I love Marvel. Everyone loves Marvel. Marvel's great. And it's like, I haven't seen a lot of these things that the quotes are from. Because the MCU is so big. And then this is a longer quote from Daredevil. You guessed it. I'm not gonna even say it out loud because you guessed it. Where's my Jessica Jones stuff, man? And then there is this NerdyPost bookmark that has a quote on the back about books that is beautiful, that I don't believe is anything Marvel related. Because I got it with this little golden ticket, which I don't know what that means, so I need to look into it. And the info card has a print on the back that is a Iron Man quote. Failure is the fog through which we glimpse triumph, which I think is great. Tony is my other Marvel fave. I mean, like, Black Widow is my ultimate Marvel fave. And then, like, Captain America and Tony. And Winter Soldier, because Winter Widow is my OTP. And we have the print, because every time you get a print, sometimes two, but I think this month it's only one print. Ooh, and this is, I believe, from Doctor Strange, which I haven't seen. Man, I am super disappointed in myself with the amount of things that I have not seen. I feel like NerdyPost did a good job and they went off the beaten path with a lot of the characters that they focused on in here. And I'm basic and I've only seen the major. I'm sorry. I want to catch up. I'm looking forward to a lot of newer things that are coming out. I'm excited. Have you guys seen the Black Panther stuff? Oh my god. But I saw that next month's theme is going to be Narnia, which is kind of perfect for winter, I feel. So that'll be a fun one. And lastly, we have this month's OwlCrate box. And as per usual, I'm forgetting the theme. which, like I said, it's like a gift to myself. I'll remember as soon as I open it. Like, I'm good about that, at least, but I forget until that happens. Ooh, I just found a button that was also from NerdyPost, and that is I'm no one's sidekick. But it fell out of my box without me even realizing it. It hasn't been a long day at the office or anything, no big deal. Ooh. Ooh. Haha. Castles, Courts, and Kingdoms, which I did totally forget that this was it, but like, OwlCrate, stop being so pretty. It hurts me and my eyes. It's so pretty. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! I am very excited. This is very good timing for an item like this. And it is a little beanie that says Expecto Patronum, and it has like lightning bolts and everything on it. That's obviously Patronus. I don't want to put it on necessarily, but it's obviously like an OwlCrate exclusive. It's a little OwlCrate thing. I'm not gonna put it on right now because it'll mess up my hair. But I take the dog for a lot of walks and my head gets very cold, and this is perfect, and it's warm and it's fuzzy, and it even kind of like smells pretty good for being like a new item, and I'm getting like fuzz on me. But I'm really excited about this, and it matches me and my aesthetic. Because if this was like, I don't know, Gryffindor color or something, I'd be like, nah, this doesn't jive with me in my life, but like, it does. Ooh, and this is from Speak, Friend, and Enter. Let's see, it has a little sticker that says that. You smell like something. Ooh, ooh. That is delightful. Oh my god, oh my gosh, it's so great. It's an elven bread soap made exclusively for OwlCrate by Fizzy Fairy Apothecary. It's the little elven loaves that feed you like forever. So great. The scent is a bright and refreshing combination of Moroccan mint, garden cucumber, juicy clementine, clickman berries? I don't know what that is. Lily and cactus. It is very fresh and it's so pretty. Like, I want to use this on my body because it's so nice. Like, it's so pretty. Like, look at the little mold that you... Doesn't this just make you so happy? This makes me so happy. I know you can't smell it. And I always go to smell things, and for once I can actually smell this. It's so nice. I could honestly cry, and I don't know why I'm being that emotional about, like, fake elven bread that's a soap, but, like, I am. My high school boyfriend Legolas would highly appreciate that. Another OwlCrate exclusive. OwlCrate, you are knocking it out of the park. This is from Juniper and Ivy Designs. I've included stuff in there before. I didn't even notice what it was until I looked at it fully. And it is, it's a little pin for the Grisha trilogy, and it's a little Squallers of the Archive pin for my children. And these are all made of, like, they're wooden pins and stuff. They do jewelry and earrings, and I have like I think a Harry Potter one or something. Oh, and I have a couple of them. I'm getting all excited. But it's a little Grisha thing. Yay. Getting that exclusive merch. We have a lip balm. Ooh. This is from Geekfire Labs. And another OwlCrate exclusive. It's like all OwlCrate exclusive. And this is blackberry mint flavored / scented. And it's a Winter is Here Dire Wolf lip balm. Can never have too much lip balm. Man, this is gonna be like a package for me when I go on dog walks, let me tell you. Then there's a little notebook that says don't let the hard days win, and it's just, you know, like an empty notebook. And that's a quote from Akamath, and again, designed exclusively for OwlCrate. I like the aesthetic of that. Like, that's me. When I want to have colors, that's me. And we're getting down to the book. I wasn't expecting this. And it is The Glass Spare by Lauren DeStefano. As with every month, it comes with a signed letter from the author, a signed book plate, and then usually some kind of like stickers, merch, tattoos. This is a tattoo. Something that goes along with the book as well. So I've seen this cover around on the Twitter, but I don't actually know what it's about. But it has a Laini Taylor blurb on the front, which is always promising. So from what I'm gathering of this is about a girl, Wilhelmina, who goes by Will, who is part of the royal family. She's been kept kind of secret. She's been kept as a spy for her father, and she just kind of wants to get away and discover the world, that classic kind of princess wanting to run away from home type trope. But she discovers that she has an unusual ability, which is very unusual, which her touch can turn people into gemstones. So we're getting some like Shatter Me-ish type vibes, and then like tragedy strikes as it tends to, and she runs off and is in search of a cure and stuff, and then she crosses paths with a cursed prince. Cursed princes, so probably a bad guy, morally ambiguous guy. You guys know how I feel about morally ambiguous people. And everything kind of goes from there. So like I said, I've been seeing stuff about it. It has Laini Taylor blurb, it has a Renee Ahdieh blurb. It's promising. It's promising. I don't know. It could be one of those books that's kind of like The Girl of Fire and Thorns that has a really weird magical premise but is really amazing, or it could just be like really weird. I mean, I don't know. I haven't heard anything about it. I've just been seeing the cover and stuff going around. So I am very interested. This is also an OwlCrate exclusive cover. They've had OwlCrate exclusive covers like almost the whole year, I want to say. Like, it's been crazy. If you want exclusive things, OwlCrate is for you. Like, this whole box is exclusive. This whole box. You can't get this stuff anywhere else. Anywhere. It's amazing. Knocking it out of the park as always. OwlCrate. And they've started doing this little thing. It's like a little booklet newsletter type thing with the theme on it, and it has like interviews with the author and like games and interviews with some of the like creators that they get to do some of the exclusive things, which I think is really awesome, and it's just giving back to the community in a beautiful, beautiful way and makes me so happy. And next month's theme for December is Seize the Day, which again, so cute. Look at how cute this is. I wish I could draw like this so that my bullet journal would be so super cute. Everybody that gets the December box will get an exclusive and useful item from Bookworm Boutique. Mug? Coffee mug? What are you gonna be? Useful. Useful. This is so cute. Do you see how cute this is? And it makes me sort of sad because I probably won't get this box until January sometime because I'll be gone for the holidays, and they usually come after when I'll be already leaving, so I won't get it until after Christmas. But it's like a late Christmas present to me. I do have a coupon code for OwlCrate as well. It is linked down below for you to get 15% off your box. This is again a coupon code that does not benefit me in any way. I do not receive any kind of financial compensation. That's just for you guys. So that is it for this month's book haul. Comment down below, let me know if you've read any of these books and what you thought of them. Anything you feel like I should prioritize first, let me know. First will probably be an Enchantment of Ravens, but after that, what should I prioritize? So thank you all for watching, and I'll see all of you guys soon. Bye!